it was a fun challenge. Like I didn't look at it like this is my audition for the NFL. I truly looked at it like I'm just gonna go out there, I'm gonna run around, sling it. Like I'm playing catch up on a team that's 1-5 or 1-4, whatever we were at the time. Like that's just kind of what this is. I'm gonna go show what I can do, run around and throw it. The other thing that really stuck out to me is that there's like a true hit on the quarterbacks, like legitimately you're almost incentivized in that league to knock out the quarterback because there are no there's no fines or anything for late hits. You just get your 15-yard penalty and that's it. You move on from it. And like that altered the whole course of our game, where each team also, I don't know if many people know this, is incentivized to win the game.
Yeah.
If you win the game, the entire roster gets $1,000 bonus. What's the quickest way to ensure your chances of winning the game go up is if you knock out the quarterback. So there's no like if they knock me out of the game, which was clear they were trying to do from the first play, then everyone on the team most likely is going to get $1,000 bonus. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, it's ruthless. It's like
it's
like
bounty gate, but legal.
Yes, it is legal bounty gate. So I was a little naive going into that because like the hit that I got blasted on the first one, like no one in the NFL would have hit like that. Like they would not have gone through with the hit the way that it happened to me. So I just wasn't even like braced for it. I was just like, yeah, I threw the ball away. Then 2 steps later got blasted and planted and fractured my ribs. And I was like, I didn't even know how it happened because it like didn't register until after. I was like, oh wait, like they don't care. Like there's no you know what I mean? There's no protection. So that was a wake up that cost me a little bit. So,
and it's probably a mix of like you're talking about the bonus, but also like guys trying to put out good tape. And if you're making that play, obviously you don't want to hurt the quarterbacks, but like if you're the defender putting in that extra effort or whatever, like maybe that stands. A late hit, obviously not, but other hits that won't fly in the NFL, the fact that they got there and made it. That's.
Well, I think it's what you're talking about, Kurt. You also didn't have the experience of being there from the beginning, right? So I think it's a team culture, but then it's also like a league culture within the XFL. If you're having a bunch of guys who are just like hungry and just trying to make a name for themselves and like use this as a launching pad or like to get further opportunities or what have you, they're going to do what they have to do because it's not like, team, sure, we can get $1,000, but like I could also propel my career if I do X, Y, and Z, if I hit a little bit harder, if I do all this. So
totally.
Yeah. I mean, it's different, but it's like scrappy, right?
It's
and
scrappy.
I feel like if you have less regulation in a league where you're playing in like high school lockers and things like that, I feel like that just creates this ambiance of, hey, like we're just going to go out there and like we're going to play like really loose and fast and like kids and just do whatever we got to do.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I have never been hit so hard in my life. Like I took a season's worth of beating in one game, like 5 or 6 plays. But that one, I mean, like, dude, they would have like in another situation, like in college, that dude's ejected. Like in the NFL, he's ejected and fined. Where like it just kind of it's the XFL, which that's on me for not even like protecting myself and just being naive to like what it really is. But like to your point, had I been there from week 1 and kind of felt what that ambiance was and like, yo, this is the actual situation, totally different scenario. Like totally different scenario. But
what was Hines Ward like as a head coach?
He's awesome, dude. You can just feel like how he navigates situations and how he talks. Like it comes from like, I've been there and I've done that, but like not in a cocky way. It's just like, this is how it should look. This is how it should be done. And like, this is why I really liked him. He's a good dude.
Yeah, like I felt like that was a tough situation where it looked like guys liked playing for him, but like you said, there were so many injuries to San Antonio. It felt like it was a team that just it wasn't going to work out this season.
Yeah,
but definitely like an organization and a roster that like I feel like people were rooting for, and I think they had some of the most attended games too throughout the season. Like the fans down there were showing up and supporting them, so that's cool to hear.
Yeah, their defense was like number 1 or 2 in the league, the best special teams unit in the league. It was just the offense was so depleted that like if you don't have answers on every play, you're not just going to be able to line up talent for talent and win games. Yeah. So that I had a lot of discussions with him, obviously, while I was there and then after of like what could it look like differently to like not let that happen if you run through injuries again next year. So yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what happens with all that situation. And that's still an opportunity if I go through this whole season and don't play in the NFL, that like I have that opportunity again with them and other teams and stuff too. So
that was my question too. Is it just the XFL, or is it also like USFL or like other leagues that could potentially be on your radar, or is it kind of just like it's XFL?
It's just going to be XFL. So like I'm going to prepare like ready to go for the NFL this year, do all of my media stuff, all of the projects and everything, see what happens. If I get a call, great. If I don't, reevaluate what the XFL opportunity looks like, which like teams, rosters, all of that. And then like time-wise, what have these projects looked like and what are they kicked off to be, and see if I want to do that next year. So